Hello, Liverpool fans. Welcome to the Liverpool Report, your go-to source for the latest news, match updates, and transfer stories straight from Anfield. Don't miss out on any of the action. Hit that subscribe button now and stay in the loop with all things Reds. Liverpool have no plans to part ways with striker Darwin Nunez, forcing potential suitors Al Nassr to turn their attention to other targets. Nunez, who joined the Reds in a big money move from Benfica in 2022, has fallen down the pecking order under Arne Slot this season. He has still chipped in with important goals though, not least a match-winning brace away at Brentford. Saudi side Al Nassr explored a January move for the Uruguay international, but now have their sights set elsewhere. Aston Villa striker John Duran is on their list, along with Bayer Leverkusen star Victor Boniface. Things could yet change in the summer, by which point Al Nassr will also be at a crossroads with top scorer Cristiano Ronaldo. For now though, it has been claimed that Nunez is going nowhere. According to The Athletic, Al Nassr have a verbal agreement in place over a move for Boniface. The Nigeria international, who helped Leverkusen win the Bundesliga last season, has 6 goals from 10 league appearances this term. Duran is also an option if the Saudi Pro League side ultimately move away from the 24-year-old. Villa want £80 million for the Colombian and knocked back a bid from West Ham earlier in the window. Al Nassr have raised funds and cleared space in their squad this month by selling Seko Fofana to Rennes and letting Anderson Talisca join Fenerbahce. Brazilian playmaker Talisca, 30, had scored 62 goals in 78 Saudi Pro League appearances. The same publication reports that Nunez is considered an important part of Arneslot's trophy-chasing squad, while also noting there will be a significant market for the 25-year-old if he's made available in the summer. He has been named in Slot's 21-man squad for Wednesday's Champions League game against PSV Eindhoven, despite the manager leaving senior stars including Mohamed Salah back at home. Liverpool are already guaranteed first or second place in the league phase. Only Barcelona can catch the Reds, but a point in Eindhoven would be enough to ensure then finish top of the pile. It's your perception, not mine, that he is struggling for confidence, Slot said of Nunez before the Brentford game. He was involved in goals against Accrington and Fulham, and he scored v Southampton. So for me, it's the life of a striker. Sometimes you score, sometimes you don't, and he hasn't started every week. We score every game except for Spurs in the Cup, so that tells me we have goals in our team. Darwin will score like he has done already. I don't see him struggling that much as you see it. Liverpool midfielder Stefan Bajcetic's loan situation at RB Salzburg continues to generate significant discussion, with conflicting reports emerging about his future. While Merseyside sources remain firm that the 20-year-old will not be recalled, recent developments from Spain suggest otherwise. Bajcetic, who has struggled for game time under new Salzburg head coach Thomas Lech, following the sacking of former Reds coach Pep Lijnders, has been linked with a potential switch to La Liga. Among the interested clubs in Spain are Real Betis, Celta Vigo, and most recently, Las Palmas, with Tenerife-based outlet Atlantico Hoy claiming the latter are close to securing a deal. Despite earlier reports that Liverpool were considering terminating the Salzburg loan in favour of a move to Spain, The Athletic's James Pearce has dismissed the notion, stressing the Reds were satisfied with Bajcetic's development in Austria. However, doubts linger over Bajcetic's trajectory. It is thought that the 20-year-old is better suited to Jurgen Klopp's tactical demands than to Arne Slot's current system at Anfield. This sentiment has fueled speculation about whether Bajcetic's future lies away from the club. Liverpool could see significant activity in the final week of the transfer window, particularly in terms of outgoing moves for their young talents. While Bajcetic's immediate future is set with at least another half-season at Salzburg, other promising players may be set for temporary or permanent exits to further their development. Tyler Morton, for instance, could be allowed to depart, with potential loan deals on the table for Kaidi Gordon, James Norris, James Balagizi, Dominic Corness, and Harvey Davies. This month has already seen Liverpool make several adjustments to their youth setup. Gordon, Calvin Ramsey, and Marcelo Pitaluga were recalled from their respective loans, with Ramsey swiftly rejoining Kilmarnock on a new loan spell and Pitaluga returning to Brazil to link up with former club Fluminense. Meanwhile, midfielder Tom Hill has completed a free transfer to League Two outfit Harrogate Town. Liverpool took another step forwards in their quest to win the Premier League title as Arneslot's side earned a comfortable 4-1 win over strugglers Ipswich. Dominik Szoboszlai opened the scoring for Liverpool with a well-placed finish in the 11th minute, before Mohamed Salah struck with his 100th Premier League goal at Anfield. Cody Gakpo struck in each half as the league leaders made sure of the 3 points, while Jacob Greaves scored a consolation for the visitors in second-half stoppage time. The victory ensured Liverpool maintained their 6-point lead at the top of the table, while Ipswich remain in the bottom 3. Mail Sports' Lewis Steele assesses how each Liverpool star performed. Could have brought a deck chair and read a few chapters of a book while smoking a pipe for most of the match. Did not make a save until after the hour mark. Will be upset to see his clean sheet go in the 90th minute. Beautiful cross for Gakpo's second goal in the second half. Combines so well with Salah down his flank and, like Alisson, had little to do defensively. Relished the battle with lanky striker Liam Delap and cleared up any threats of danger. But the highlight of his game was the assist for Liverpool's opener, which cut open Ipswich's midfield and defence. 300 games now for Van Dijk, and this will have been one of the easiest. Commanding as ever, the Scotland captain has got a lot of heat from fans in the last few months, but though he will not take the headlines, this was an excellent display. His crunching tackle started the move for the Reds' first goal, and he attacked with purpose, makes everything look so easy and, at this stage, is a certainty for the Premier League team of the season. Played a lovely ball to Szoboszlai for Liverpool's third, a constant live wire in midfield, and barely put a foot wrong on or off the ball. Received a standing ovation when he was substituted late on. Lovely touch and finish to make it 2-0 to Liverpool. Had a quieter afternoon than usual, but is now ahead of Thierry Henry in the all-time Premier League scoring charts with Frank Lampard and Sergio Aguero next in his sights. Excellent turn to evade Dara O'Shea for the first goal, and a sublime finish. He set up the third as well and put in a top performance overall. Finally looks like the player Liverpool thought they were buying. Saw a shot sail over the crossbar after 2 minutes but did not put a foot wrong after that. In the right place at the right time for his 2 goals and got a lovely assist for Salah's goal. Man of the match for the Flying Dutchman, may feel aggrieved to not be on the score sheet with his fellow attackers, but Diaz still put in a good shift and caused Ipswich problems throughout. Jurgen Klopp had already ruled out taking over the German national team before Julian Nagelsmann signed his recent contract extension. The 57-year-old has been out of the management game since the end of last season at Liverpool, leaving his 9-year tenure at Anfield having added an FA Cup, 2 League Cups, a Community Shield, a Champions League, and a Premier League title to the club's trophy cabinet. Currently working as the global head of soccer for Red Bull, Klopp has made it abundantly clear that he is not looking for another coaching job at club level, suggesting that his head would only be turned on the international stage. And while leading his country is thought to be Klopp's dream job going forward, he admitted last year that he couldn't see the role becoming his anytime soon. Speaking to Frankfurter Allgemeine Zeitung, after receiving an Order of Merit of the Federal Republic of Germany, Klopp effectively dismissed the idea that he would be in the running to take the helm of his homeland, admitting everyone hopes that Julian Nagelsmann will do this for much, much longer than 2026. And it appears as though Klopp's forecast was correct, with Nagelsmann signing a new deal with Die Mannschaft, which will keep him in charge of the side until after Euro 2028. The 37-year-old kicked off his managerial career with TSG Hoffenheim in 2016, before taking the reins of RB Leipzig 3 years later. A 2-year stint with Die Roten Bullen saw him pique the interest of Bayern Munich in 2021, with Nagelsmann going on to pick up a Bundesliga title and 2 DFL Super Cups during his time at the Allianz Arena. He was appointed as a short-term replacement for Hansi Flick in September 2023, signing a contract that would see him through Euro 2024. However, after impressing at international level, Nagelsmann signed an extension in April last year, running until the 2026 World Cup. Germany made it to the quarter-finals of Euro 2024 on home soil, where they were ultimately bested 2-1 by tournament winners Spain. The loss came as Germany's only defeat across 2024, and Nagelsmann was rewarded a new deal ahead of the Nations League quarter-final with Italy in March. Speaking after signing his extension, Nagelsmann said, "When I took the Germany job in September 2023, I could not have imagined I would stay beyond the European Championships at home. Our big aim was to have a successful tournament together. I could also not imagine at that time just how much the national team means to people in Germany, how many hearts it touches and moves. The fantastic feedback that we have all received shows us that we are on the right path. It's not over yet. We have all achieved something as fans, players and coaches that we want to successfully take further. We want to win titles together." While Klopp may have to wait a little while longer should he hope to take up an international role with Germany, national team director Rudi Völler has kept the door ajar for him should Nagelsmann decide to part ways with his own duties. As per the Anfield Index, he said, "I don't know what Jurgen would like to do again. But if Julian Nagelsmann were to decide at some point that he would rather coach a top club in Europe or in Germany again, of course, then there is no way around Jurgen Klopp if he wants to."